Hi everyone, day number 6 today. And as you can see, today is a subject that is really close to my heart and something that I've been working on for years, absolutely years. Do you love yourself? The reason why I want to talk about this is because what I've noticed with me and my clients is that until you start loving yourself, money will never love you. Money will not come anywhere close to you because you don't love yourself. And it's weird, but because, as we said at the start, money is energy, it's quite actually easy to understand why this happens. Money is energy, wants to be around good energy. And if you don't love yourself, if you're really harsh with yourself, then money doesn't want to be around. It just doesn't. So, I used to say a lot of bad things to myself. I used to be my harshest critic in the world. I was never good enough. I was never smart enough. I was never beautiful enough. I was never slim enough. I was never enough. Never ever. And that lasted years and years. And it had a massive impact on everything I was doing in my life. It had a massive impact on how I was behaving in my life. And obviously, it had a massive impact on how much money I had in my life. And I think that was the hardest one to overcome, to actually start first liking myself and then loving myself. And I'm not an expert here. I'm just gonna give you some things that happened to me, but in the field of loving yourself, you probably need to go and speak to someone else. What I'm just saying here is you have to love yourself first before money comes anywhere close to you. So what I'm doing to love myself, I look into my self-care a lot. I make sure that I take a lot of time off from my business. I make sure that I take a lot of time off. Well, not a lot, but take time off of my family as well. And I make sure I stay on my own from time to time because that's important for me. I'm an introvert and I get energy from being on my own. I make sure I walk every day quite a lot. I make sure I drink water every day quite a lot. I make sure I listen to things that lift me up every single day. I do affirmations. I look into the mirror and I say nice things to myself, which I have never done before. And oh my God, that was probably the hardest thing for me to do, to look into the mirror and just say something nice to myself. And when you think about it, at 40 years of age, and I've never done it before, that was hard. That was really, really hard. It took me a few attempts and walking past the mirror before I actually was able to say something. And now it's normal, it's natural, and it just happens. So, but it's a work in progress. It's still work in progress on some days. However, I just want to flag to you that it was not something that happened overnight. It is a long process to get to love yourself if you've not loved yourself for 40 years or whatever, however many. What else do I do when it comes to loving myself? I make sure I eat good things. I make sure I am involved in things in my life that make me happy. I make sure I do my business the way that makes me happy. I think when I was still employed, I was doing things to prove myself to others. I was doing things to prove that I'm good enough, to prove that I should be paid and should be paid more. And I was making good money, but I wasn't happy. So it's the choice between, for me at the time, it was the choice between money and happiness. And it took me quite a few years to actually work out that you don't have to have one or the other, you can have both. That's why I managed to burn myself out twice in my employed life, because I was trying to prove to other people that I am worthy, I'm good enough, and people should be paying me money, people should be investing in me, but I wasn't loving myself, and that was my problem, because I was burning myself out very, very quickly every time. So that was a harsh lesson, a difficult one. When I started my own business, my self-love wasn't great either. I was undercharging, massively undercharging for what I was doing. I was doing a lot of things for free as well, which just shows, you know, you don't value yourself, you don't love yourself. So why would you charge for it? Why would anyone want to pay for it? Things like this coming through your mind, and that stopped as well. The biggest breakthrough for me when it comes to self-love must have been when I think it was the time when I spoke to one of the coaches, and they actually told me to look into the mirror and say I love you, and I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. And with tears in my eyes, crying, I was really low at the time, really low. Thankfully, I'm over it now, and good things happened from it. Good things happen because I love myself now. Because I can say to people, I love myself. I'm very comfortable saying it out loud now. I look after myself. I look after my business in a different way. I make sure that my business is in my genius zone. I do things that I love doing. I do things the way I love doing them. I work with my clients at a certain level, and I make sure I give my best to my clients, but I've got my boundaries at the same time because I love myself. I charge for my time what I feel is appropriate to charge for my time, not what other people tell me I should be charging. My time is my time, and no one deserves to tell me how much I should be charging for it. Only me. So, so that's self-love part. If you don't love yourself, if you don't feel like you love yourself at the moment, I urge you to look into it. I urge you to take some time and journal on it, and maybe do some meditations, whatever works for you. It might be that you need to talk to someone. It might be that you need to join some groups of people that will prove to you that you should love yourself first before you start loving yourself. And I know it's not the easiest journey to be on. I know because I've been there. And having had 3.5 years in business under my belt just now, I can tell you that the first 2.5 years were done without loving myself, and I wasn't attracting the money. I wasn't attracting the right money, and I was getting really close to another burnout, which I did manage to catch at the right time, but it was getting very, very close, too close for my liking. So I had to change something, and I did. And the business is better than it's ever been before, and I love what I do. I think for the first time in my life, which is really, really cool. It's a great feeling to wake up in the morning and actually love what you're doing and be really excited to see clients, to talk to them, and to be able to help them, which is what I get to do just now. It makes my day every single time. Right, so going back to what I wanted to say, love yourself first before money starts loving you. Before money comes your way, you need to love yourself first. I'm actually gonna look out for some books and materials for you. If I can't find anything, I'll put them in under this video to give you some inspiration. But if you just go on YouTube and type in how do I love myself, how to start loving myself, there'll be plenty of things for you to see, and you will resonate with some, you will not resonate with others. You will feel the right way with some and not with the others. But it will start a journey for you. It will be a start of a really exciting journey for you. So I totally recommend going on that journey. It will pay off and it will be amazing, and you will love it. Okay, I think that's me for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about gratitude, and I'm going to be talking about being grateful for what you've got in your life and why it's important. For now, thank you very much. Take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye.